Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Happy, happy Wednesday. Still sound like I got cotton balls in my mouth, but we soldier on. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's take you through the open here. I want to start out with the daily candles. I haven't used them for a while. Just so you can get a sense of what's going on. We're in a bit of a balance up here, and you can see the entire position is underneath 7,100. I mean that huge move down and back up really flashed out a lot of inventory. So a move up. We're in distribution now. What two things can happen? The most normal thing is to have this happen. But if this market catches a bid, if the market does catch a bid and goes sideways for a while, we'll do one of these. Only time will tell, and it's a very news sensitive environment. Yeah, Ken, I've been really sick. My voice is really kind of messed up. Vocal cords are a bit messed up, so yeah. Let's go take a look and see, Ramon, where the shorts are trapped. So we did gap fill yesterday in the last half hour of trading, but just so you could get a a lay of the land, you can see that there's a gap here. Then there's that monster gap. This day, when we threw the market over 6,900, was very. We got a lot of people trapped short here underneath 66.80, 67.80. I've got these charts in tradingsyndicate.com if you guys are interested. And I know I've been away for a couple of weeks. This cold is virus is really hitting myself hard. But if you guys want to learn how gaps hold markets up, how distribution occurs, as I get better, I'll be back in the room more and more. So let's take a look and see. Overnight inventory is long. We have not corrected inventory in any kind of significant fashion. And what I mean by that is all of the trading is above yesterday's close. Let's go take a look and see how we're going to trade this. Interesting, the point of control is right here in those single prints of yesterday on the way down. So there's supply here. That's why we're going back and forth between 41 and 46. You can see every time we come underneath that 71.40, it bids hard and it pops. So if you are shorting this market, be careful of that. On the downside, if we have any kind of correction to inventory, it'll start taking out these stops here. I think it's going to be a little choppy off the open. Let's see what happens. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Stelz. Now, when inventory is this long, you can see, except for this tiny little part here, most of the inventory is traded above 71.22, which is yesterday's close. So the normal course of business is to move lower and correct inventory lower. If you cannot correct inventory lower, it means that the market is bid. What does that mean? In plain, simple English, it means don't short a market that's not bid. That's how people lose fortunes, because they don't know what a bid is. They don't know why the bid is there. See, in the old days, the bids would be in large large size institutions would be investors, and they'd put huge buy orders, and that would hold the market up. That doesn't happen so much anymore because nobody shows their hand. The most obvious bid that you see these days is from short sellers. And because we have so many short positions underneath us over the last couple of weeks, we have multiple bids to contend with, right? So it's a bit harder, much harder shorting environment. It's weird because the news environment is negative. Everybody expects the market to sell off. But if you take a look in the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg, don't read the crap newspapers, get good news. The Journal had an article about, I'll post it later in the commentary area. The Journal had an article about, investors buying everything. They bought COVID, they bought this, they bought last year's sell-off. There's like a permanent bid. Thanks, Tequila. Appreciate it. I sound a lot worse than I am. So let's see, trades off the open. Naturally, when inventory is around, almost 100% long, I always look for a short, but right now I would not recommend shorting until we get an offer under VWAP. You see, every time we come down to VWAP in the last couple of hours, it's been bid, 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 and higher. So until I see people willing to sell under 71.38, there's really no use in shorting it. I mean, if you short, 50 down to 46, that's okay. That's a bit of a hit and run short, right? Everybody get that? I would let the market open, find the bid in RTH, and then trade off of it. Hey, Cisco, what's going on? You're up. You're still awake. Hey, Croy. Hey, LC, how you doing? I sound a bit better? Oh, that's good. A little less Don Corleone. Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. Oh, speaking of an offer you can't refuse, we have a 3-day trial to Trading Syndicate Come check us out. It's a good room, and I really appreciate all you guys running the room while I've been sick. Thank you, you know, Taco and Bram and all the guys, Cisco. Thanks for help running the room when I was sick. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'll take you through the open, and let's see how long the voice lasts before I start sounding like the ghost of Christmas past. Yeah, my girlfriend wanted me to take the complete week off. I was like, I can't take 3 weeks off. I can't leave these guys out in the cold for 3 weeks. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's see what the cat drags in here in a minute. Hmm. And you have Tesla earnings out tonight, right? I'll put it on Twitter. I don't know. I really don't see a direction for Tesla yet. I know there's going to be sellers up in this 420 area. We'll see how that works itself out. So you can see the overnight inventory is priced around 71.40, 42, 43. They're selling it up here at 48. So do we get this or do we get this and then this? Let's see what happens here. Man, this thing is rough. Hey, Mike. Good to see you too, brother. And we're off. So came down to that 44 level, found the bid, moving up. It's a little choppy. Let's test 44, 43 and see if it holds. What you're going to be looking for is a look below and fail of 43, or if we get under VWAP, a move down. Let's see what happens. Remember, you don't have to trade until the market shows you a proper edge. There's the chop we expected. A thin order book just means that people don't want to take too much risk, so there's not a lot of participation, right? A thin order book means that the wholesalers have to spread the risk over a larger range, so they buy fewer contracts at every tick. That's all. So the implications for you as a retail trader mean that you just need to be much more aware that if the order book is thin, You have to really not waste your trades. Take trades only from the edges. Like right now, I don't see a trade. Don't get sucked into this, you know. Wait for it to come down to an edge. Try and tag VWAP, bounce off of it. That's kind of the trade that you're looking for. Or cut through VWAP, find sellers underneath VWAP, and then short it down to like 38, 36. But right here, there's nothing to do. This is what I call a pickpocket market, where they'll just take your money. Nice trade in CL this morning was that long off of 87, where the point of control was. Thanks. And I've done quite a few videos, Taco, on thin markets and order books and why they developed that way. Here we go. Alrighty. Tag this 43. Come on. Let's show them what you got. Let's see what they got here. Damn. The way I'm feeling, I would not have taken that 44 long. So we couldn't even get underneath VWAP. Couldn't even tag it. It was a quick long, yeah. Too quick for me. Give it some time. Give it some time. Let the market open up. It's only been 5 minutes. Let's see what happens here. Here we go again. Wait for the next candle on the 1 minute. And if we hold 44, it's long back up. Now, there we go. Good. Done. Good. Now it's looking below 43 to find the bid. Watch it. Wait for it. Now watch that offer. Watch the offer. You're a short seller, wait for the next candle. If you're already short, your stop will be 44. If you're looking for a long, wait till it clears 44. Oftentimes, it's very choppy around VWAP because you've got a lot of traders trading around VWAP. Now watch that offer at 44. There you go. So if you're long 44, stop 43, sell some at 46, sell the rest at 47, 48. If your upper orders do not get executed, it's telling you that you need to lower your price. Nice work, TBD 42.45. Beautiful. Nice work. Here comes the retest of 43, long 44, selling 46, 47, and there you should be out by now. There you go. I like to take profits quick, Mike. So in that case, if I was long 44, 45, I would have been out by 46, 47, and I'd surely be out by 48. See, with me, because I've taken so many trades, I don't hold. Not in a wartime market. I'm a scalper. So every situation is different. You're going to have different order flow in every different situation. That's why, so as soon as I'm long 44, my sell orders are out. If these sell orders don't get executed, then I just hit flatten, right? Scalping on a market open, I don't know what the follow through is going to be. See, I let the market tell me whether or not my trade is working. There's no use having a specific target and then ignoring the order flow that's going to get you to that target. I mean, if I'm long 44, sure, you know what? I would love to sell 52. But what if there's no buying? So you got to think about it like this. Okay? You're a seller. As soon as you're long, you're a seller. You're competing with a whole bunch of other sellers. So you're Walmart competing with Target, competing with Best Buy, competing with blah, 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 right? There's no use holding on to inventory you can't sell. You're a trader, you're not an investor, right? And in a wartime market, right? In a wartime market, take profits. If you can make 3 points, yeah, they'll sell there all day. Because if you're a seller at 48 and you have 2,000 contracts, you'll sell there again, right? Here's the thing. 3 points on one mini is $150. On three, that's, a couple of $100, $400 on a trade. Take the money, man. Get yourself paid. Don't screw around hoping and wishing and praying on these markets. Get paid, get paid, get paid. You can see there's sellers all the way up. Why wouldn't you be a seller if everybody else is selling? There will come a time where you can hold trades longer, when the world settles down a little bit. But you have to trade the market you're given. Yeah, exactly. LC, 4 points a day. 4 points a day is $4,000 a month. Hey man, I'll take 2 points every day. 2 points is $100. If you give me $100 bill, I'll shake your hand and say thank you. I'm not gonna be rude and turn it down. I'm a trader. I've been trading since 1993, and I've probably ran millions of trades over that time, doing 200 to 300 trades a day. Right. Well, the specifics are dependent on order flow. How about this for an if-then? Okay, if I'm long at 44, and I have sell orders at 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. I want you to answer the question, Michael. If you were on my trade desk and you were long 44, and someone showed you a 46, 47 bid, and you did not sell it, hoping for 52, you wouldn't be on my desk very long. If your orders are getting executed, stay long. If your orders do not get executed, if you're long, your sell orders, it's pretty simple, man. You buy something at 44, nobody wants to buy it at 47, get rid of it at 46. Well, you have to determine that. What is your time frame? How long do you give the trade? Well, what's the market doing? Right? What's the market doing? You have to trade the market that's in front of you. You can't be delusional. Right? Hey, I'm just trying to help. You'll have to determine that on your own. There's no guidebook to order flow because order flow is going to be different every single time. That's why you have to take these trades over and over and over to understand the dynamics of the order flow. You also have to have situational awareness, right? So these are good questions you're asking, but you alone have to start determining and becoming competent with situational awareness, right? So in this market right now, do you think it's smart to hold a trade for 20 points? I mean, take a look. It screws around with a lot of traders because they don't understand the business. You have to try and do business within the confines of what is actually going on, not what you feel or hope or think is going on. That's why I always say you got to trust the chart. If you can't trust the chart, you're going to have a hell of a time. You have to have a setup and you have to trust the chart. That's all you can do. You have no control over any of this, right? And if you don't want the 200 bucks, I got 300 people in the room who will take it. Yeah, unless you control supply, you have no control. And even when you control supply, trust me, I've sold billions and billions of dollars of stock into US equity markets. Every time you guys have been buying stock in the last 30 years, I've been the one that's been selling it to you. Guys like me. If you guys don't show up, we have to sell where we can. You know, you take a company public at $5. Yeah, great. I want to sell my stock at 20. Wonderful. What if nobody wants to buy it at 20? We'll sell it at 6. Who cares? Right? Even when you have control, you cannot control the buying. I'm in Liverpool. I'm in Liverpool, my friend. See, like right now, it's so choppy. You know, they're buying 46, selling 47, 48, 49. So far there is no correction to overnight inventory at all. We were underneath VWAP for about a minute and a half. If we can get above 50, look for that 53 stop. Excuse me. Oh, man. The old vocal cords are starting to get tired out. Here we go. Target's 53. Come on. Boom. There's 53 to the tick. Now if it bids the open again, over 53, we will target the overnight high, right? When things calm down, usually after a nice sell-off, a nice really big sell-off, which we haven't had for a while, the market will go sideways. That kind of dynamic has changed. And we used to have what I used to call greedy bastard day, where you could build a position and sell it 20, 30 points higher. It's much harder to do in this market these days. Yeah, so folks, if you want to learn how to do this in a manner that's actually practical, right? See, for me, a lot of traders talk a lot of stuff, but my thing is, how are you going to make some money? And when you first start trading, a lot of people say you should hold trade longer, you should make 2 grand a day, you should do all these things. It's very delusional. Learn how to make 50 bucks and keep it. You know, learn how to make 50 to $100 a day and keep it for 2 or 3 months. Build up your consistency, build up your discipline, build up that database of order flow in your head so you can see and recognize situations so you can react to them, right? And that's what I do with my private coaching students. We train execution over and over and over and over again. And the thing is about retail trading is just when you start trading really well, you'll have a great week. The next week, the damn market goes and changes, and then you have to adapt again. And that's really hard. It's really, really difficult. Let's see if we can get under 46 now. Told you it would be choppy tonight. Definitely choppy. Okay, we've been distributing over 43 all the way up to 52. Now, if we have to put it on sale, we'll come back under VWAP, but still no seller under 44 aggressive yet. Come on. This type of order flow, this kind of price action that you're seeing now is very frustrating. If you're new to trading, spend some time watching. Okay, here we go. Down bit of 43 again. Nice work, ATL. Nice work. Well done. Look below 43. I wouldn't go long until we get over 44. Give it the next candle. If the next candle opens and can't get over VWAP, then you're short. And I would be shorting down to 40, 39, 38. But if we reclaim VWAP and if we reclaim 44, be careful. Here we go. Man, there is a really, really persistent bid down here. Bit of a pain. There's that 44 long again, long 44. Sell them at 45, 46. Wait for the next candle. It's just too much bid at VWAP. And, check it out. Thanks, Tequila. position is right here. We come down to the position, stop selling and bounce. There's that trade. There's the look below and fail of 43 again. Selling to strength, my friends. So Michael, you're long 44. Sell 45. Sell 46. Sell 47. You're going to have sellers up here at 47 and a half again. Look. Take the 2-3 points. Right? Once you know where the position is, you know where the inventory is priced. How can you trade a market if you don't know where the inventory is priced? Because you're going to be shorting in the wrong place. You're going to be going long in the wrong place. Right? Just think about those things. If you don't know what inventory is, if you don't know what cost basis is, come into our trading or we'll teach you. We'll be very, very happy to teach you. We'll teach you practical trades where you can actually make money instead of all these fantasies that people pitch. Is it easy? No. It's simple, but it's not easy. So there you go, Michael. 44 long. Sell one at 45, 46, 47. Boom, you're done. Thank you very much. It's okay, TBD. If you're exiting early, use your orders. It takes time to get comfortable sitting in a trade. And there we go. Once you learn that look below and fail trade, the thing about that trade is it's the oldest trade in the book. Supply runs up, price goes up. Supply runs out, price goes up. Trade management is it's a huge subject because it takes time. You have to be able to differentiate the different kinds of markets. And so like before the open, I told you guys it was going to be choppy. If you know the market's going to be choppy, get in and get out. You can take multiple trades. Just wait for your edge, take the trade, and get in and out. You know? Don't torture yourself. The other thing about retail trading is once you train yourself to get paid, make a little bit every week and get it the hell out of your brokerage account before your ego can get its hands on it. You know? Try doing that. Get used to getting paid every week, every 2 weeks, just like a job. Once you get used to getting paid, you're not going to do anything to screw it up. You'll get the hang of it, TBD. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. Well, folks, got a big big chop zone here. Just going back and forth. Just trade the edges of that. The other thing you can do, TBD, is do you replay your trades? Do you replay the chart at the end of the day? It'll help. Just keep at it. Over time it'll come together. Keep at it. I still have to rest my vocal cords and stuff, but next week, keep your fingers crossed. I can get rid of this stupid virus. Next week we'll start doing execution classes again, and the advanced concepts class. I wanted to do that, but I got sick. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna leave you guys now. Starting to blow out the old vocal cards. I better go rest before I lose it. I still need to work with you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your patience and your good wishes. Thank you, guys. Please trade safe. Wait for your setup. Don't worry. It'll come together. Thanks, Kev. Thanks, Ramon. Thanks, everyone on YouTube. Much love. We will see you tomorrow morning. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Bye for now.